A few days ago, Alpha Vantage open-sourced its Model Context Protocol Server, or MCP server for short. In this video, we are going to show off its ability to fetch financial data and conduct pretty thorough analysis just based off natural language prompting. So you can actually connect to this MCP server through all your favorite apps, such as Claude.ai, Claude Desktop, VS Code, Cursor, etc. But the easiest way to connect is probably through the Claude web app. It only takes about 30 seconds. Once you've navigated to your Claude homepage, click on Settings. Then select the Connectors tab, where you have the choice to add a custom connector. Here, paste in the remote server URL, which you can find somewhere around this video, and assign your connector a name. Make sure your remote server URL includes a working Alpha Vantage API key. You can get one for free on the Alpha Vantage website. Once you're done, press Add, and you should be all ready to go. You can start a new chat and click on this Search and Tools button to make sure Alpha Vantage is connected. Then, just ask about a piece of financial information you're curious about. I'm asking here for IBM's recent open, high, low, close volume data. As you can see, Claude will write and execute a request, in this case using the time series daily function, and then understand and contextualize the JSON response into a natural, well-organized answer to your original question. Now let's say I want this data adjusted for corporate actions like splits or dividends. I'll ask Claude to give me the open, high, low, close volume data adjusted this time. Now, Claude understands to use the time series daily adjusted endpoint to fetch the data we're asking for. You can once again see the request, the return data, and eventually the nicely formatted response, with adjusted prices this time. Okay, now let's jump into something more visual. I'll ask for IBM's intraday price data from the last 2 days, plotted next to the corresponding relative strength index calculation, which is a popular technical indicator. I will also ask for guidelines at 30 and 70 to give our RSI calculations some context. As you can see, Claude will write requests for the time series intraday and RSI endpoints and properly fetch the data. Since we asked for a graph this time, Claude is going to take this data and use it to build an interactive artifact. You can see the code populating here on the right side of the screen. This might take 30 seconds or so for the sake of the video, I will speed up the process. All right, so now we can see a proper hourly price chart alongside the plotted RSI. I'll leave the insights to you, but we can see that IBM wasn't necessarily overbought or oversold during this time frame, at least according to this indicator. Having these two charts separate, however, is less insightful. Let's ask Claude to combine these charts by adding a secondary y-axis. Claude will now edit the artifact to fulfill this request. I'll speed it up a bit, and eventually we will see that the graph was successfully edited to better show off the potential relationship between RSI and IBM's stock price. Cool. Let's try one more. This time, I'm going to ask for some help visualizing Apple's earnings surprise trends over the past 4 quarters. It will make its requests from the relevant endpoints, which we can see here, and then it will start writing code for its analysis and visualizations. I'll speed it up again, and here we can see a nicely formatted breakdown of actual EPS versus estimated EPS. Claude also calculated some additional insights to help with our analysis. Here we can see Apple has actually beat analyst estimates for the past 4 quarters straight. Great. So Alpha Vantage is now officially listed in Anthropic's MCP server catalog, and we're proud to be open sourcing this, so anyone can try it today using the remote server URL you see on screen, or somewhere around this video. We believe the new Model Context Protocol will spark a wave of innovation in how financial analysis is done, making data more accessible and more interactive than ever. We're excited to see some of the creative use cases you come up with.